Tonight I feast.
Wallachar Khan was second only to Ab Harash in fame and prestige. He was the one who created the greatest order of Blood Knights, the Blood Dragons. Unlike his master, he does not feed only on criminals, but he does share his devotion to perfection and believes the vows of knighthood are the best way to achieve those aims. He mimics every aspect of knightly ceremony and considers anyone who doesn't do so to be utter swine, better to be cold with the humans they feast on. At the Blood Keep, things did not go unnoticed when the order was transformed into blood-seeking vampires. It just took a while. Decades later, Gunther van Hel, a witch hunter, found out the truth behind the order and attacked the keep with an army from Mousillon and Reichland, with 4 knightly orders supporting their attack. The siege lasted for 3 years, with the bloodshed being unlike anything they had ever seen before. Eventually, the vampires would be overwhelmed and be forced to flee their home, but they were not wiped out. Of course, they returned in our campaign under a new leader, the Red Duke. Now to introduce a character by patron Shadowback19, Estelle Van Damme. Estelle, a vampiress of a new generation. She was turned unwillingly by a vampire lord that once served the von Karsteins. After his demise, she wandered the lands of the Empire and Bretonnia, hunting what she could. Nearly mad and starved after years on her own, another vampiress, Elise Van Damme, provided a slew of new human cattle to feed from in exchange for her service to the Red Duke of Mousillon. She took on that offer and joined his army, only to hear that Elise was killed by the Grand Theogenes in the Empire, who she now seeks to kill. Now we begin with an attack outside of Altdorf. At the end of our previous part, there was an Imperial army right outside of Altdorf. We're now attacking them, before they can attack Altdorf. Right now we're flying right into combat. Our main army is moving in. We're going to send in our ethereal welling hags to kind of freak him out a little bit. The poor men of Mousillon. Nope, that's really it. They're just poor. Now, I have Blood Knights way over here who are hidden in the woods. They'll be moving around to flank them. Whatever units they bring out will not be able to help out their frontline defense. Here comes more mortar shells. Our leader is currently attacking their artillery. He's being shot at by a Hellblaster volley gun point blank. Not a great thing at all. But his job is to reduce the overall casualties of our men of Mousillon. There we go. The Shriekers are moving in. Our Vampiress does not care. She's like, look, you care if I watch him die? Well, I'm not going to watch him die, but if I did, I wouldn't care. She's moving in right now, casting some spells, weakening our foes by using a Soul Blight, reducing their armor and weapon damage too. They have 0 armor right now. They have a lot of artillery hitting our formation. And while that is going on, we have Blood Knights way over here, currently on the move. One group is fighting a group of their knights. The other 2 will be going after these great swords and swordsmen. You guys are not ready. You shouldn't be here. And there we go, the Great Yeet. Let's watch our units finally clash with their formation. It took a little bit. They bombed quite a few of them. We have peasant bowmen too. I actually wish I made another human army. I might even make another one, who knows. I really like them a lot. Ooh, the Hellblaster volley gun attacking our poor units right now. Our peasant bowmen trying to help out. One of their Hellstone rocket batteries blew up. Our leader is still fighting in the middle of all their flagellants and great swords and other units like that. We've hit them everywhere and so quickly. Here's Mordock. And here's a debuff from Mordock. Another Soul Blight. We're debuffing with Mordock and our Vampires too. It's why I have them working together. You can overlap their spellcasting. He's finally dead. And she's breaking some wagons down. She's like, bad horse. Let's have a look at the battle right now. So we're hitting everyone everywhere. They have little time to respond. We've lost quite a few units ourselves, but that's really due to all of their artillery. Now we have our knights chasing after war wagons. We're going after whatever's left. We're using more and more magic to defeat them, to weaken them. Here comes another charge by my knights. A few more men being sent flying right into our spears. Ouch! Oh no! And here is our Lord. Not our Savior, just our Lord. That's it. Fear him. And of course, naked men are trying to get up all on him. And he's like, nope, we're not doing that today. Respect my boundaries, okay? More magic being used again like a spirit leech. Because why not? They're here, they're dying. Only Tattersouls are left. It was a very short battle, but one that we won just by launching our units right into them, using our leader to distract them and using our knights to flank them all. There's not a lot left, but we'll watch them fight till the very last. Another debuff, reducing their weapon damage. At least it should be. It doesn't look like it's going down, but whatever. And we're also chasing after those who are fleeing. We're trying to kill as many of them as we can. He's like, read my chest. I was like, what? Read my chest. Okay, we just need to kill him. These guys are kind of weird. I don't know what BDSM club you came from, but go back. That guy's wearing a cage on his head. He's like, no one's gonna face fuck me. Well, they did. The battle's over. Here's a close victory. We've done well. We gained over 2,000 dark magic from defeating them. Peter von Leibwitz, you didn't make it, pal. You had way too many artillery pieces, and again, not enough infantry. They never seem to have a sufficient amount. Not for my type of army. It feels like any other type of army. Maybe it would be different, but not for me.
Do you know who I am?
Well, Chilfroy, you're also at a very high level. That wasn't really fair to him. We don't really have too many things to put our points into now that I'm too keen on getting. What we can do for now, though, we can get Devastating Charge. That allows him to deal even more damage when charging into combat. I don't have any crypt creatures in my army, so I don't really need anything like that. So we'll now go back over here to Altdorf. That belongs to me. The Red Duke needs to move down to Nuln. We'll be taking care of those problems over there. When it comes to, oh yeah, Beaumont, you'll need a turn to rest up. You had a pretty big day. You've been killing a lot. Baron Jacques, what about you? You could move over here to Nuln, but we're going to wait for the Red Duke. Over here, Cassion de Pervon, you still do not have your agents because we need 2 more turns until we get our new technology completed. Once it's completed, we'll have higher leveled agents. Vampires who are 2 levels higher and necromancers who are 2 levels higher. That should put my necromancers at level 14. That's incredible. They're going to be very strong from the very beginning. All right, let's get ready now. As for what Chaos is doing, I mean, let them move on through. I'll be okay. We've got plenty of corruption to spread around. And I suppose what we could do too before we end our turn. Well, no, there's really not too much for me to build right now. Anything left isn't cheap. Look, I'm building a very functional empire. People here are happy or dead. We're on a new turn now. And many dwarves are moving into our lands. They might be coming up here to fight the Chaos armies. In a way, it's very good that Chaos came by. Now they can distract dwarves while I fight the Empire. Oh, you're a unique leader, Grim Berlikson. When other aspirants were still learning basic principles, he had already constructed a self-lighting pipe, a steam-powered beard braider, and a double-barreled rifle that could kill a half-dozen greenskins with one shot. I love him already. Now, Red Duke, it's time for you to move down here to Nuln. We need Nuln. That has got to belong to me. Do we need siege towers? Maybe. Oh, hello. You have your steam tank, the Deliverance. Well, Jurgen, I will not be hearing any banjos today, so we're going to wait to attack you. And here's Thorgrim at rank 34. He's got a pretty good army, too. I haven't played the dwarves in a very long time. Who knows what we'll do later. But I'm upgrading a few recruitment buildings. Now, Reikland will be a new recruitment area. It's a perfect one, too. It's right out here. It's got plenty of building slots. Usually, I had that issue of not having a sufficient amount. But now I've got a pretty decent amount. Ah, here we go, Marienburg. You can upgrade. We have one more turn to go until we get our new agents. For Kron, we could use our Abbey of the Bloody Grail. None shall forget the names of Mighty 13 and the 12 great battles through which they forged Bretonia. I think there's a that was forgotten. It unlocks a Black Grail Knight, a White King. We get a +10 charge bonus for all cav, vigor loss reduction for all of them, and our White Kings will have a +3 to their rank. Again, we're just stacking things up. We get so many magical enhancements, we become gods of war. We mighty few. Okay. I could push out to conquer everything to the east, but we're going to hold for right now. I will have Chilfroy move up north. It's his turn to go up there to figure out how to handle our enemies. We have only a few armies as it is. Well, then again, we do have Jacques, so these two could move in together. We could have you go to Talabheim, Lord Bohemond. You are scary, scary powerful. Jacques, you'll head over here to Wurtbad or even Flensburg. They don't really have too much at Flensburg, so we'll take those locations. Needling is over here. Again, I'm still blown away at how many new locations they added in for the Empire. I do hope they add in more for like Hochland. Hochland could use some love, and that would be great. So now we're going to go fight the Battle of Nuln in just a moment. Let's go look at Midland. We can upgrade those to walls. And we're still waiting again for those 2 agents. So now we can go fight over here in Nuln without having to build siege towers because we've got the Red Duke and we know what the Red Duke is able to do. We've got a few new groups here too that have been named up by either patrons or just by anyone really. The Red Mist. We've got over here the Wages of Treachery, the Blood Drakes, and hopefully we'll have more in the future. And here we go. Currently on Nuln, the sun is setting. The Red Duke is moving in. They have a Bright Wizard. We want to get rid of their magic early on. Now the Red Duke is going to buff up, and he's charging in. He's at 1,181 weapon strength. That Bright Wizard was almost killed in one hit. That's how hard the Red Duke hit him. He's about to go down, but for now, we'll settle for killing his people. There are great swords, swordsmen, everyone is here to help out. But the Red Duke is just way too powerful. You would need some powerful leader to enhance their soldiers and to use spell casting in order to challenge the Red Duke. Or maybe Chaos would be a suitable challenge. Or the Dwarfs, I have no idea. But for the garrison of Nuln, they're in a lot of trouble. I wanted to show you the custom city of Nuln in case you have never seen it. It's a custom map. And it's quite large. I mean, it's really large. I don't know if there is a bigger map. If there is, I don't know if I've seen it yet. They have forces over here at their little engineering school. There's a few districts too, like I suppose the dwarves are meant to live over here. We've got a few high elf buildings right over here. And if we keep on looking around, there's another garrison led by their general. He's like, you know what? I'll just guard over here where there's no danger. Now, I have a primary advantage called flying. They can't fly, I can. My Dreadwings are currently moving in. We'll be using them extensively. We just need to find a suitable location for them to strike at. But they're flying over the city. Imagine you're just a little person here. You look out and you see that. I would close my windows and go, you know what? Not today. I'll try again tomorrow and I'll go to bed. The Red Duke is still attacking right now, fighting in the middle of all of them. You can see all the bodies down here, all the torn people who were trying to attack the Red Duke. If they had a Empire General, a true one, he would be out here fighting me now. They do have an Imperial Captain though. See, the goal of the Red Duke right now is to keep all of their handgunners busy. That way they're not shooting our infantrymen. Not everyone is getting back up. And we took out another fort tower. That was the goal too. Now that we have one tower done, we need to finally charge up onto the walls. We just do not want towers attacking us. We don't have to worry about that anymore. Red Duke, it is time. Continue to bloodlet. That wasn't even a full breath attack. He was just like, eh, you're not worth it. Why not? They just do not have the capacity to beat him. I mean, his melee defense is at what, 70? Melee attack 75. He sunders armor. He's at 170 for kills. He's got the hunger, so he's constantly regenerating. His weapon strength right now, 966. If he charges in again, it's even more damage from that bonus. Not that he really needs it right now. But here comes our Wages of Treachery, one of our custom units. And our trebuchet is continuing to attack right now. You're not what you once were, man. You're half of the man you once were. The Red Duke is still going at it. Let's have a look elsewhere at what our Dreadwings are doing. So they're currently going on a trip. They're flying up here. I figured I could get a nice vantage point and scout out anything they have while way up here. That's where the Countess is meant to be, but she's not here either. I'm very glad I didn't have to fight my way all the way up here. It would have been the longest battle ever. I mean, look at how far we are from the main fight. I'm zooming in, and that's only halfway through the town, the city. Because we're way over there. You can see how far we are. The Red Duke is quite noticeable, as are the Hags. We're also opening up the gates too, that way our other units can move in. But let's go back and check out what they're doing with all of their units that they had over in their school. They're sending them all out to play. We're talking about Pistoliers, Knights, all of them. That's a lot of artillery. If they had it in the proper locations, they could deal so much damage. It would be interesting if you could choose to immobilize your artillery, but place it in certain strategic locations. I think that would be very interesting for sure. But as they come in, the Red Duke continues to kill. We now have more units on the walls right now. Many of their handgunners are dead. Did he go after their captain? I suppose he already killed the captain. I don't know if he's still out here. Anyway, back over to the walls now. We've broken one part of their walls. We have Graveguard who are currently climbing up. The ladies are letting them know how they really feel. Oh yes, indeed. They're like, look, I've got a lot to tell you. Let me tell you about my day, my other day, my friends at work. Then let me tell you about what I don't like about you. And so the men die. Now these are banshees. These are not positive ladies, okay? They're meant to be full of malice and hate and spite. That's really what they're all about. Now the Graveguard are attacking too. They're all over hitting these great swords. Everyone here. We're just attacking all of them. The Red Duke is back in the middle of their units, cleaning up shop, because he believes in a good clean Nuln. If there's not a good dead body here, well, they're not doing a good job. The Red Duke is in Nuln. I never thought that would happen. He was meant to be a problem for only Bretonnia. I like his little bit of fluff text here.
Good, I spit on good. I desire only power, and you watch, for I shall have it.
That's my Red Duke voice. Not very good, but it's my Red Duke voice. And right now I have my flying Dread Drakes just moving away because I do not want them to be hit. They're coming all the way down here. And again, that's really my advantage. If I had more flying units, I could butcher these guys here. They wouldn't have much of a shot because they're too busy trying to move all over the streets. Now, here's a very interesting location where they could potentially defend from if there weren't so many buildings. They could place all of their artillery on these bridges. And that could be like theoretically fairly interesting if they could actually hit stuff over here. But no, let's go back to the main front lines now that we have more things happening. There goes our White King. Our Red Duke is charging back in, killing more of them. That guy, ooh, cracked his spine. And the man's in pain. There's a Mortis engine debuffing and buffing up our own units, or at least healing them. The Hags are still killing on the walls. There's some men who are like, I gotta get out of here. Well, they're all hunched over and just very unhappy looking. Terrifying. I don't know how you fight that, boys, but do your best. Oh, one of them just like completely vanished. It's getting even creepier. Most of my Graveguard have one now. We have a few units down here waiting. We have now just more Crypt Horrors moving in to fight some swordsmen. And later, probably some great swords too. Ah, the men of Swalhalla. They go hoist with Broden. They do a good job at it too. Reps for Manfred. All right, anyway, here's the White King over here. He's doing a pretty good job at keeping these guys busy. He's like, I'm not going to even hit you because my boys will. They came out of the blue, just sucker punch. Oh my God. Oh no, they're all gone. I don't mean to laugh that much, but watching those guys just cream these dudes. Oh, it's brutal. And elsewhere, we have the Red Duke fighting a large group of knights, and you think that would be quite damaging, but it looks like they're having a hard time hitting him. I mean, look at how few are actually hitting him. There's a tank close by, but it's trying to charge in. It's not actually shooting at him. Now, what are my Dreadwings doing? Well, they're going to be moving back in. If you look at the mini-map, they're right over here. They're moving back in now. They're going to go do something. I won't tell you what it is yet. You're just going to have to see in a little bit. But the Red Duke is now at 498 kills. If you look at the main gate, we're still fighting those who are left. The goal is to eliminate everyone here. There will be no survivors today. Ah, that was an explosion. Now, in a normal battle, Critors take a lot of damage, but in a siege battle, when your foes are isolated, not nearly as much. These guys get completely wiped out. Look at my graveyard. Nothing but bones, man. But there we go. Most of them are dead. There's only a few left, and they're not even breaking yet, which is pretty impressive. We even have a few handgunners up here. It'll be time for me to kill more of them as time draws ever onwards. And over here's the Red Duke at 517 for kills, still fighting all of these horsemen. I mean, I don't blame them for trying. If they didn't try to grip up on him, he would move around and kill more of them, but it's just really not sufficient. I don't know if they could do it. There's that blasted Deliverance. Oh, we need an undead tank with an undead crew. That would be comical. Again, we're still taking this front gate. There's a handful left. Our Necromancer actually went in to beat up on some people too. Him and his friend Ted. That's Ted. Are you all right, Ted? He's all right. Ted's doing fine. He's just carrying a dead guy on his back. There's a story there, I'm sure of it. I just don't want to know it. I don't even want to look at your face, man. Anyway, he beat the handgunners. He killed 11 of them. Now we've taken the front gate. And over here, we have Outriders who were attacked by these Dread Wings. They charged in. They have 54 kills now. They're like, I'm out of here, boys. It's not working out. Good idea. These are some very nice roads. I don't even know what it's like to have nice roads like that. Not where I live. Oh, man. They're like, how about if we made a roller coaster ride out of your roads? No, they're not that bad. But no, they came in, so I figured it would be time to finally attack. Are there any body parts around that I can lap at? Oh, it's got a foot up. The rigor mortis already set in. Gross. But the Dreadwings are now moving down, and I love how they assume a flying formation. That is so dramatic. It's so extra. But they're in formation now, flying through the city, going after a new target. We have all of his artillery. I didn't want them to fight alone, as they do have the Stir River Patrol. Oh, those colors are horrendous. Oh my god. Ugly colors. I can't abide by that if I ever use them in my Gelt campaign. Anyway, here is the Red Duke at 631. They do have some Outriders moving in. Reichsguard who are still close by. That tank took a lot of damage. The Red Duke is... Look, when he takes damage, he uses Invocation of Nehek. But now it's time to send in the Blood Knights.
They shall rule supreme.
You can't say
Blood Knights
normally. It does a discredit to their name. Or a disservice, I should say. Here comes the Mortis engine right by them. It looks all so synced. It's great. Now the Blood Knights can move in. That way the Red Duke can move away. Now it's a bunch of humans fighting Vampires, a lot of vampires. If you thought one was bad, what about a group of them? What do you call a group of vampires? No, I'm being like, what would be a good term? Wouldn't be a gaggle. Would it be like a murder of crows? A murder of vampires? A deluge of vampires? He's casting spells. There is a miscasting there. Now let's go look at what my Dreadwings are doing elsewhere. They came in over here to go kill 2 groups of ranged units. Oh boy. Hey guys, charge in. What are you doing? I don't know what that means. Right now, they're heading after some ranged units who might even be able to get some shots off on them. The Flying Wedge does give them a bonus when fighting infantry, but they do reduce their missile parry, and also their speed goes down. But still, it's a great way to challenge a bunch of infantry. And they have 88 kills now. We can heal them up later. They're taking some damage from those attacks. Over here, we have our knights fighting, and thanks to all of them, we were able to win the battle finally. That tank is finally gone. We destroyed the tank. The Blood Knights are still left. They're being healed up by our Mortis Engine and the Red Duke. They do have some other units around here, I'm sure of it. We'll take care of them too. But look at the sheer mass of knights here. All these trained men of the Empire dead. Now it's time to move in the main army. Oh, you were dismounted. You know, I actually didn't realize that they would be dismounted too. Interesting. Have I seen that before? No, I've never seen that. That's really weird, actually. Huh. Well, here comes the rest of my knights now, and the Dreadwings won. They took some damage. They're at how many kills? Over 200 kills now? Yeah, 228 kills. These men were wiped out. Look at how many died here, despite how well they fought at damaging what few Dreadwings that were taken down. Wasn't too many. Mostly a lot of damage, I think. Yeah. Oh, they only killed that one. I thought they killed more. No, they only killed one. They just happened to take a lot more damage. But now it's time to go after all of this artillery. There's a lot of artillery over here. It's a battle with layers, man. There's so much to it. Now the Red Duke is coming. And it's storming. It's not just a nasty afternoon. It's storming now. He's like, screw physics. And he just flies through. And we also have more units who are going to move in to help us out, like these Blood Knights and everyone else. But here comes the Red Duke and the Dreadwings as well. Oh, they're landing. Youch, man. They're all stuck on the bridge, and while they're down there, the Red Duke is going after some other contingents that are trying to get away. He says, no, I don't believe you will today. Today's not the day for that. Today's not the day. The Dreadwings are still gaining more kills. They're fighting a bunch of units who are not meant to fight them. That's really what's happening right now. They're doing their best, though. Not that I will save their lives. Look at that one guy. He looks very intimidating. Well, they all look rather intimidating. They're wearing dead bat heads on their shoulders. Vargheist heads. And here comes a Mortis Engine from behind. Rock and roll, man. Look at that. Flames right behind him. Perfect. They just knock people down. Forget you. Oh, that man's head just went flying off. I would want his... He's got a great job. He just gets to ride and like wave his staff and people die. That's a splendid job. So there's not too many left over here. We finally took care of all their artillery. The Red Duke now has 743 kills. It's going to keep on going up. For what's left of them, what do they have? They have their general, who's currently running away. The Welling Hags have a job to go chase him. The enemy general is coming back now. He's charging back in. Oh, the ladies have him surrounded. And he's down. The enemy general has been slain. For what's left, we've won the battle. It's all over. There's only a group of knights who are still here. They're about to break. It won't take long. We've done it. We've taken the city of Nuln. It wasn't easy, but we did do it. I mean, The rain has stopped? Oh wait, no it hasn't. What a lie. I thought it stopped. But either way, we've taken the city, and now we can move on. A close victory. I mean, I don't know about that. The Red Duke had everything under control. Having a battle where we had the prime advantage of flight, that really pushed things in my favor. Otherwise, I would have had to go all over the city of Nuln. That would have taken days. But no, it really didn't take too long. Now we can occupy it. Now we own Nuln. It's going to feel pretty bad. We've gained a new potion of toughness. How good. We can give that to another commander, someone who really needs it. The Blood Keep. So we can build the Blood Keep here. Ancestral home of the Blood Dragon Order. An honorable martial order until Wallach Harkon visited, which is what we were talking about. +8 to public order. More leadership for all Blood Knights. +1 to hero recruit rank for vampires. Upkeep down by 5% for Blood Knights. I mean, we just get so much good stuff. Not bad at all, but we can get that at rank 5. We don't have rank 5 yet. Okay, let's build up our walls. Let's build up the Awakened Battlefield. I like that building a lot myself. And let's get more corruption. There we go. Abyssal Wood. I suppose we can keep it here for right now until we, conquer other locations.
This better be important.
Well, Sir Nigel, you did a good job helping out. I still want you to have your Unholy Lodestone. One more rank for that. I'll give you the Wind of Death. It's a very expensive spell. I mean, my god. 20 magic points for that. It's a lot. Not really in my budget. It's why I don't really like to use it. I know some people swear by it, but sometimes it can be quite good. I find spells like that are good whenever there's like a lot of unarmored foes. But again, compared to a Wind Blast, that's a lot more. Anyway, one more turn and we get 2 new agents. Evidently, Mr. Eck over here, the Chariot God, is raiding. You shouldn't be raiding here. What are you doing, you crazy man? Well, time to get my new heroes. Here's my Necromancer. I wonder, let me find out if there's any regional location I need to pick them up in. Over here will work, I suppose. Okay, we'll take it. Rank 14. -10 to a miscast chance for all spellcasters. Hopefully only friendly ones, but I have no idea. Alright, I'm going to give you Invocation of Nehek. You're going to take that spell too. I don't really use the gaze too much, but I think it might be fun to pick it up. Masters of the Dead. Look at that. A cheaper raised dead. I suppose I should pick that up too. There we go. And then 1 point into Earthing. I mean, he's a really upgraded Necromancer. Now we need a Vampirus. Well, we can't pick one up here. What about over in Mousillon? Can we pick one up over here? No. Here, I'll just look around. There we go. Rank 11. Dryad Incarnate. We've got Cunning, Tough. Cunning is pretty good. It gives her a poison debuff to her attacks, and that's, well, pretty good. Okay, I'll give her her Hellsteed. She has one already. The Hunger as well, so that she's able to replenish troops. There we go, 12%. That'll help a lot. Spirit Leech, we'll take that. We'll put 2 points into it. Life Leeching 2 to improve our magic recharge rate. Then we want Doom and Darkness to break a few foes, or we can cause terror. I mean, there's a few options I have. I usually get Soul Blight. And done. Now she'll be on her way down. We'll have a new name for her. I don't believe I have a new name for a Necromancer yet. I'll have to get one. Now for you, Lord Bohemond. You still get to move on. Oh, look who's close by. The dwarfs are really haunting every location. Here's Ungrim. Oh, Ungrim. You joined in with the General Dwarf faction, I see. The Karazhan Corps. Who's over here? A rank 2 leader. And you, rank 4. So a lot of low-leveled leaders. It looks like maybe they lost a lot of them in combat. Now we get to move on to Doternbach. The dwarves have many more armies than anyone I've seen, but that's usually how it goes. They end up ballooning and controlling everything down there. A guardhouse. Okay, cool. We do need that. Here's a Dark Iron Pit. And we'll take over here Flensburg. We're taking every single location that we can, and so quickly, too. Reichland should have come back home, but they chose not to. They still have land. A decent amount of land. And I've conquered so much. Hopefully, well, Chaos is probably not doing very well. They do not have full stacks right now. Egrim, I believe you're gone. Malefic's the Storm Chaser. He's over here. We've got... Oh, no, you're right over here. Hello, Egrim. Egrim, would you mind killing... Well, I'm not fighting the dwarves, so I can't tell you to go fight them. That's unfortunate. While I'm here, though, let's upgrade what we can over in our major city. We have so many buildings, and we just need to get a few more things. I could spread more corruption. I do like that idea. I love doing that, so we're going to do that. I'm going to upgrade the walls over in Altdorf. They are pretty cheap for me to build. Telebeklin, yeah, tier 3, you need that. We don't need the Ancient Armory, but we'll keep it in case we want to use it for a recruitment area later. We can keep those up. Do you need growth or whatever? Not really. You don't really need any of that. I think what I'll do, I'll give you a gibbet. You can make me more money. Oh, we've got too many buildings I can't scroll down with my middle mouse wheel now. Or too many provinces. There's Helmgart. We've built up everything. We need new technology. What new technology would be handy for us to have? We could improve our nightly orders. I mean, it's one decent idea, I suppose. We could get more income. We could come over here and get just more income in general. But I think what I would rather do instead, I would rather empower all of my undead or even get more campaign movement. 9 turns for that, 10% more campaign movement. I'll take that instead. So let's go get the Liber Necronomica right now. And for you, Albric, we'll put a point over into, let's see, where is it? Deadly Blade. We'll divide it up. For you, Baron Jacques, you've got so much. The Strength of Steel, oh yeah. Now he's got some serious damage dealing capabilities. Do you have all of your loot together? You've got most of it. You can debuff your enemies. I could have you buff them up. Here's a debuffing blade. Tormentor Sword, very good for fighting. Here's a Helm of Discord. I'll give you that instead. Here's your ward save. And a Potion of Toughness. Alright. Now we can end our turn. We don't have any battles to worry about right now, I believe. Outside of going to Mittenstag. And we'll be there in one more turn. I really don't know what we're going to do if we need to fight the Dawi. Right now, they're all on my lands. They shouldn't be here. Let's hope right now that many of them are defeated. They're still moving around. What about all of you? Are you coming over here to go fight that Chaos Army? I have no idea if they are or are not. Here, come over here. We've got to go handle Mercy. Ha! I get it. Because you're not merciful. You're a funny, chaotic dude. Now, Red Duke, let's go over here to Niedling. We've got to go try to save the vampire counts. I don't know if we can again, but we're getting closer to them. In fact, I wonder, you only own 2 locations. It might be time to get you to join us now. There we go. Now their lands belong to me. Mission aborted. Okay, Confederation. All completed. We now have Drakenhof providing a lot more gold. 1,000 more gold. We need some walls over here too. Ooh, what's over here? The Van Karstein Court Hall. A higher Lord Recruit rank. Let's see, a higher recruit rank for vampire heroes and more corruption. Oh, hello. We don't need to upgrade anything, it looks like. Alright, that's fine. Awakened Battlefield could do it. Crypt Keepers. Oh, they did lose a lot of corruption. Wow, look at that. They do not have a lot at all. Where's the other? Ah, here we go. Oakenhammer. We have Oakenhammer. The Dawi are not going to like that. Okay, I've saved what was left of them. They don't really have anything at all. No heroes, no armies. My god, you were destroyed completely. We do have Manfred and Helman Gorst. I might use one of them. I usually don't, but I might use one of them just for the hell of it. Even if it's just to guard their own home. A Dark Castle? Sure, we could use that. Are we done upgrading? No, we're not. Here's Flensburg. We grow quickly. I mean, anything we get, we're able to elevate quickly. Now for you, Jackie, you'll take Precise. Done. Let's go look at our other heroes. I know we're spending a lot of time on the campaign map, but there's just a lot happening right now. Good work. Now we own Middenheim. Now over here, we need to upgrade the walls. I know they begin with walls, but we need to upgrade them. I always like to upgrade my walls. or the towers on those walls. That's really what you're upgrading. I don't know if the walls are any stronger. I have no idea. Thick-skinned. Yeah, take that. There you go. Adelhard. Madeleine LeBlanche. A Hellsteed, you say? Having you fly around would be great. Alright, we're nearly done. We haven't taken the Mittenstag. Lord Bohemond, you're about to go into battle. What about the Baron? The Baron's doing fine. He's over here waiting. The Red Duke is close by. I suppose you could help out. Oh, now that we have it. It's only a minor garrison, so I'm not too keen on fighting that battle out. We can upgrade more walls. And we'll take a Tangled Vine Patch, too, providing more public order and wine jugs. Blood wine, I hope. Okay, rank 12. Hearts Piercing for you. Now he's going to deal more damage in combat. For Sir Pierre the Fallen, he's rank 10. We'll give him a point over into Wound Maker. Very good. Now it's time for one more battle where we take Talabheim. I don't know if they have a unique... Well, we need one more turn, and then we'll go do that. We do have Moore's Mist. Hopefully, we'll still have it. We should. After that, who knows? We might even go destroy Midland. There's a lot that I need to take out, but right now, we've already burned down quite a bit. The Empire is still alive, and they still hold a lot of lands over to the east. The war has not yet ended. I mean, just over here, they own what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 locations. It's just all really clustered together. It is time for another battle now. Our Lord's gonna fly right into their handgunners, and while he's doing that, all of our other units will attack their walls, climbing up and eventually engaging them in combat. Magic will be a primary source of debilitation for their army. Here comes our Lord right now. I do pity you handgunners a little bit. You should be moving, but you're not. Yeah, that happens whenever you don't move. Look, you were in my lane. I wasn't in yours. Oh, they have huntsmen, do they? They do. Look at that. I saw your missiles over there. They have anti-large capabilities. I wonder if they can put the hurt onto our Lord. He's taken some damage so far. He's killed nearly 20 now. Oh, he's at 20. Didn't take long at all. But now... our other minions are moving forward. We've got siege towers made of bone, the bone towers, and many other graveguard moving in. They'll be healed up through the invocation of Nehek. There we go. There's Moore's Mist debuffing them, reducing their accuracy. I mean, it does debuff them in other ways too, but largely that's what I wanted. Ooh, a Gaze of Nagash from our leader. Not quite as damaging as just him brutalizing everyone in melee. And here comes all of our ethereal units right now, and our Vampirist too. She's coming up, or she's up now. She likes to use Mystifying Miasma quite a bit. It's a great way to weaken enemy knights. Like over here. They were at full health, and now they're losing a lot, so by the time we find them, they'll begin to lose even more health. And there's all of our hags. Keeping them busy. Sure, you could shoot at my Ghost of Glandbor, but you're not going to beat them. And over here is our Fallen Knight Lord, who's at nearly 100 kills. I mean, look at how many handgunners have been bloodied. Many of them will not be getting back up. Though we do not have the Red Duke, so it's not like we could just brutalize them with only the Lord alone. That's why we have other units moving in now. We're keeping them engaged and busy. Like over here, we have some Graveguard who are moving in, attacking even more of their halberds, and handgunners too, who are over here. Kicking the undead is not a good idea, by the way. And as we continue to fight, we'll continue to summon in zombies. It's a great way to distract all of them. Here's another Miasma, weakening the Huntsman. Just a little bit, just to bother them. Here's a Moore's Mist, again, getting rid of their leadership, accuracy, missile damage, and speed. It's a great way to catch your foes. And now our Welling Hags are moving down to fight these Imperial Knights. Here's a Fear of Aramar, used by our Vampirists to weaken their leadership and vigor as well. And here comes our Lord, too. He's also helping out. They may have hit him, but he's going to hit them twice as hard. Twice as hard. Huh. Much harder than that. The ladies are being healed up right now. The Shriekers do a great job of keeping anyone in place for a period of time. Here's our Welling Hags who are on the walls right now, getting rid of more swordsmen and halberdiers. We have our Ghost of Glandbor just winning the battle. Elsewhere, we just have our Graveguard still chopping up all of their infantry. We're not moving down onto the ground just yet. We're winning a lot of the battle. It's not yet over though. There we go, our Night Lord moving on. 141 for his kills. Over here is where we have zombies distracting the huntsmen. Again, that was always my goal, to weaken them further. I usually get a modification that gets rid of unit degradation, but I'm not doing it now because I'm already very powerful and I want to give my enemies a chance. I like to use it whenever I'm doing like a summon heavy campaign. Like let's say I'm playing as a necromancer. Then clearly I don't want all of my zombies degrading and just falling apart because, you know, reasons. No, it was added in for multiplayer balance, so that way you couldn't just spam those and have a huge army. And there's our vampirist now, barely contained in her rage and other things. Anyway. But for single player, you can feel free to add what you want like that. If it's only meant to be for multiplayer, then add it in for single player and you'll have a great time. Like, if I have Skaven who are bringing in rats, now they won't fall apart. Now they'll stay there and I've got to kill so many more rats. It adds an extra layer of a challenge. And if you want to summon that many yourself, then feel free to. Have fun with it. It's a very Warhammer thing to just have pure numbers going into combat and watching the carnage of warfare just play out. Here's more Graveguard who are being destroyed. They were kind of caught off on their own, unfortunately, so they're going to be completely destroyed in just a moment. There's our Lord still fighting over here on the walls too, getting rid of what's left. That way the rest of our Graveguard can come down to help us out in the battle below. Oh, there's so few left. Very few humans are left on these walls. It's Ghostville time. The Shriekers are still fighting some knights. The Huntsmen, well, they didn't do it well. Oh man. At least you have your head. I don't know about these guys. Oh god, it's pretty nasty looking. That's a bad day. For them, I'm having a great day. My day is filled with bloodshed. Bloodletting. I'm going to sanguinate all of you. Exsanguinate. Anyway, there's our Vargol Fluffy. Fluffy has 80-ish kills now. I haven't gotten to use Fluffy in quite some time. It's usually just the building requirements that prohibit me from doing so. Unless you like start out with a Reichland-like province where you get 4 places to build from, it can be a huge pain to try to get like one recruitment zone because then you have to travel all over. Then you have to remember where you have your certain recruitment buildings. So it's always nice to have like one area that has a lot going on. I do hope that one day Britannia is expanded and has a few more locations. We don't even have like every dukedom there, which is a shame. Okay, so we've wiped out the front lines. Over here, there's a few more left. Some halberds again fighting all of our ghostly units. It's about to be all over for them too. They tried very hard to fight and win today, but you can see where we've just engaged every single unit they have. They did not work together. Here's our Tormentor's Sword. I mean, they have 71 kills, but largely from killing zombies. Here comes Fluffs. Isn't he adorable? Look at him, playing with his food. There we go. There's an opening. No, I mean there's an opening in these people. We've cut them up quite a bit. And it looks like we've won the battle now. They're all beginning to break. So we finally have a new city under our control. Good work, my men. Good work. We didn't lose too many in that battle. It was still quite damaging. One group of their great swords was able to get quite a few kills. Probably the ones we summoned the zombies over. Bohemond went up in rank. We can just raise that if we need to. The undead tide will not end. Let's have a look. Okay, maybe it will end. We need something better. Here we go. More Graveguard. And actually, it's going to be at a higher rank than my default group that I had before. That works out just fine for me. Lord Bohemond, we'll put a point over here into Aura of Dark Majesty. +5 to melee defense, +20% to armor piercing damage, and +5 to melee attack. Oh, he's going to hurt more people now. For you, Estelle, we'll put a point over here into the Pendulum. It's not cheap. I don't like to use it too much. It's not cheap at all, but I will use it eventually. Oaken Hammer, again, I'm not going to upgrade you. Quit trying. It's not going to happen. So when we're back, we'll have to come over here to deal with more of the Empire. We're currently trying to corrupt and build up what we currently own. That will take a little bit of time. I'm still trying to get over here to upgrade a few locations. Marienburg finally upgraded. Here we can get a red pit. We still have a little bit of money left, of dark magic left. We'll build over here some vampire crypts. There we go. Better walls too. And we're done. Okay, everyone, leave a like and comment right down below if you want to see more tomorrow. And if you would like to name things, do not forget to do so on my Discord, linked down below. And patrons, thank you for supporting the channel. Until then.